good. A church. A place where I can repent for all of my horribly sinful jokes. Right then, good evening ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to a little bit more of the evil within. Yes, I have been so horrifically busy with various different rubbish this week that I have not had time to come up with a stupid,
That sounded close.
Stupid synonym. Ah yes, I had forgotten. Allow me to quickly collect up all of these things, so that I may blast people in the face when they appear, and begin to do mischief. Was there nothing else here? I really should know what was here, given that we actually did explore this last week, but that was a long time ago. Right then, we'll deal with my dying friend in a minute. Ooh, there is some monster energy here. That must have really spiced up the sermons. Oh well. And the fact that I can push my head through this pulpit, that must spice things up as well. Oh, shut up. We need to look at this little bit of wiggly coastline.
Joseph, you still with me?
Goodness. There's a sort of a trapdoor to a rancor pit, as in the palace of Jabba the Hutt. Just in case anyone was being naughty during a christening.
Sebastian, you ever had the urge to just jump? When you're on a high place, or the subway rolls by. Imagine if you had that urge for a minute straight, then 2 minutes.
You fought it off 3 times now, Joseph. You're learning to stop it.
You're not listening. I'm not worried about stopping it, Seb. I'm worried about not wanting to stop it. Some part of me wants to turn. I don't know why. And I can't reason it away. It's deeper than that. It's like instinct. And it's getting stronger.
Hold on. This might...
Oh, hello. Can see you up there. Cast them down. Use the force, mountain goat. Right then. I have vague recollections of falling that far earlier, and somehow managing to survive it. Right then. Sorry, if you're wondering why I was finding that cutscene vaguely entertaining, it just reminded me of a certain different context, shall we say, of conversations such as that, in locations such as that, with slightly different definitions to certain words, but that's all something that none of us need be worrying about. Let's just worry about the fact that it's frickin' dark down here, and see if we can find anything. What do we have in terms of your inventory? How are we doing for stuff and things? Not terribly, not brilliantly either. Alright then. Let's what? Oh, that's another bottle of juice. Goodness, you could have fooled me. It was only a tiny bit sticking out of the rock there. I thought it was a coin. Get me what?
I'd better start searching for my partners.
Get me something nice for Christmas? Oh, that's very kind of you. Right, what do we have here? Oh, a grenade. Excellent. I thought it was one of those burning torches at first. But no, I think that's what these are. Kitty. It's, oh, those are candles. Goodness. How much freaking wax did this place consume? Right then, never mind this. Never mind the estimation of the demand curve for wax from the local church authority. There's that simple thing. Some more bullets, always welcome. So we are on the hunt for all of our various friends, including a small wat, as I seem to be hearing. No, sorry. I thought over there by that, actually just over there, by that thing, thought I could see something, but I couldn't. What instead I saw was a creepy looking face and a sacrifice table. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. I guess if you've got a rancor pit, it's only natural that you've also got a possible sense of self-awareness. You've also got a bloody sacrifice table. The fact that I only do 1 or 2 of those a week is really not helping my likelihood of actually getting through them without blowing my head off. Right then, let's just smash some more ancient pottery and explore this little extra crevice of the world and find absolutely nothing of consequence apart from some booze, which that's not the pick up the booze button, that is the respond very angrily to the booze button. Right then. Goodness. Some sort of cardinal, perhaps. Very exciting. Is there actually anyone on the sacrifice table? There once was, yes. And looking by the number of other bones that are there, they don't seem to clean this place after they're through with the sacrifice, which is a bit concerning that I still cannot make the distinction in my brain between pick up and smash. But never mind. We'll get there eventually, maybe, but probably not. Right then. A whole load of nothing here, apart from a bit of a restock. I hear the bad noises of bad people. Let's see if we can find the faces of some bad people. Hello, face of bad person. Should we see if we can actually get some sneaker kills this time? Because I feel like we haven't done that in a long time. Well, so much for getting a sneak kill on anybody. Right then. Idiot. You have very nice eyes, I suppose, in a very weird way. If that's not impolite of me to say. There we are. I've got to burn them before they get back up again and hit me with their whatever the hell it is. Mining equipment. Those were the words I was looking for. Right then. This person over here, this lumberjack, judging by their equipment, would appear to not be very auditorily observant. That may give me the opportunity to defeat him. Alright then, I can't get behind him through... I can press all the wrong frickin' buttons. I can't get behind him through this room, so I'm going to have to wait for him to turn around and then try and get closer to him so that I can sneak kill him. On the other hand, I also want to use my sniper rifle to kill him because I've got some bullets over there. Actually, no, if I reload this, then I'll be able to take these with me. There we go. Okay, now we don't have to waste anything. Let's break these as well. And make a horrific noise that was utterly unnecessary. Goodness sake. They had real respect for the dead juices around here when they're burying them with such care. Well, that didn't work. It worked most of the way, but you know, eventually things just had to fail. I am sorry. That's what I'm meaning to say. I am sorry. Idiot. I was trying to figure out whether you had to be crouched to do the sneak kill, or whether you could do it standing up. But then I sort of remembered that you're not very sneaky when you're standing up. Dear.
Looks loose.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like the whole panel, and we were going to sort of shoulder it, and then it would move, so that we could make a doorway. But no, no. You wish to decapitate this poor ancient person. Excellent. Here's a word I don't know. Pried from a stone door. It seems to have been used as a key. Yep. Oh, well, that's nice. That's nice. That's bloody confusing. Right, I've heard of people walking into rooms and mirrors shattering because they were very ugly. I've never heard of vases doing that. I can glean nothing from this, apart from the fact that it looks like a Victorian portrait of possibly a man and a woman. A man in the dark coat, woman in something lighter coloured. And they both seem to be covered in blood. Whilst I must admit I'm not overly familiar with the fashion trends of Victorian England, I don't think being covered in blood was considered very suave. Oh, good. Disarm? What do you... Oh, bloody hell. There's another wonderful opportunity for me to get my head blown off. Let's read this first in case it has a clue. Metallic pounding. He's coming. I run, but he follows. Oh, help. You, who are you referring to, I wonder? Might you be referring to this? How does this work? Oh, you just hold down? Oh, right then, I don't actually need to use my brain. That's good, because it's fried after the week I've just had. Thank you. Man alive. It's like regurgitated luncheon meat in a box. But never mind, I'm not just describing the thing you get from the takeaway down the road. I'm just generally feeling a little sick to my stomach. Right then, let's scamper down here. There we go. Oh good, some more pottery that I can smash.
Oh shit.
I always like that. Oh good, I was wondering when he was going to tell me. And now he's here. Good, good, good. Good, good. Get down. Right then, oh there's more juicy. I did not see this. I do apologise. Is it just my imagination, or is there a lot more breakable things in this little bit of the map than anywhere else that we've seen? Is that an accurate conclusion to be drawing, or is that more a symptom of me not paying attention to what I'm supposed to be doing and missing things? Right then.
It fits.
Yeah, which is shocking given that you just pried out a bit of rock. I get it. We go left, we get another one, we go right, we get another one, then this opens, and then we can get our face smashed in by our best friend. Lovely stuff. Right then, I do hear the music. I do hear the music of safety, the music of Sarah. Let us see if we have another journal to read, which will surely be most pleasant and cheery. Of that I am certain. Goodness, there's a little washing mirror. We've had to downgrade from our usual wall-mounted ones. We welcome with love, Lily... I have no idea how to pronounce that, and I don't want to pronounce it the way that I think it's pronounced, because that's not a very positive word. Right then. Indeed. Things is happy, things is positive. I'm sure they'll stay that way. After all, this is a lovely happy game, and not a horror game. Catacombs found beneath parish. Pastor says nothing. Would you shush? I'm trying to read and you're interrupting me. Nothing to lose sleep over. Yes, just a place full of dead bodies that nobody knew existed. Absolutely nothing to be concerned about. I must say, it surely isn't very surprising. Catacombs and churches do kind of go together like bacon and eggs. Just slightly less deliciously and with slightly more rotted flesh. Workmen repairing the collapsed floor discovered man-made passages between Cedar Hill Church and claim they saw mummies. Parish denies access to historians, claiming sacrilege. Yes, I'm sure they say the same thing about the cupboard where they stuffed those magazines as well.
I see.
Shush. If there's anything I worry about, it's the audio corruptions. What do we have here? Chris Tyler, construction foreman, disappeared while overseeing repairs to fallen church floor. Repairs were nearly completed, so it is unlikely that he fell. Yes. He was probably murdered for spying a mummy. Right then. You must have nails worn down to stubs after the amount of that you do all these weeks. Alright then. Let's use that key that we got, because goodness knows I don't want it in my pocket any longer than is utterly, utterly necessary. Let's open this one. Huzzah! Sort of. I feel like I'm not getting nearly enough to actually upgrade anything properly, because everything's very, very expensive. This game came out in 2014 when inflation wasn't really a thing. At least not round here. But, never mind. Let's see what we can get. I do wish I could kick these doors open to get through them a little faster. I mean, I can't go through there to leave, can I? Oh, I can. How very efficient. Yes, I do wish I could kick these doors to get through them a little faster. I mean, I do appreciate that we're trying to be polite to Sarah here, but at the same time... let me see. I have decided to save my pennies. Mostly because if I get just a little bit more, I can do the final upgrade to the damage of the pistol, which will give it a further 40% boost. Well, it's not technically 40% because it's going from 160 to 200, which is like... Never mind. Let's not get into the semantics of percentage versus percentage points. Let's just play the bloody game. Yeah, but that's only 15,000, so I might save that and be frugal with my currency. That is not juice. That is a candle. Please do not drink candles. That will not end well for you. Much like whoever bought this as their carpet. That didn't end well for them either. Alright then. Oh, good. Torture chamber. Here's something to lose sleep over. God damn. I can't even tell what this is for. That makes me think it's like one of those racks. Where like you tie people's hands and feet to it and then you sort of stretch them out. But I'm not exactly sure what these sadists' rolling pins are all about. I'm not quite sure how they factor into the equation. Right then. Oh, goodness. Can I make things go splat? Damn. Just tell me those aren't human remains under there. They probably are. What do we have here? Oh, another tape. And we've nobody here, well, almost nobody here, to interrupt it.
That cockroach. That sycophant. Living off me. Feeding off my work. I'll have to figure out how we got the combination to my safe. But there's no time for that now. I'm so close. No one can ever have that data. It is mine. My only way. Whoever opens that safe next had better be ready to pay the price.
Does that mean it's booby-trapped? It's going to blow up in my face when I try to open it to see if there's a key inside. Probably. If I had to go out on a limb, I'd say probably. Well, I guess we might as well see what this does, if nothing else. How does this work? Like that. Can I stand on top of this? Yes, I can. And then I can go up here. even though I'm not convinced this is a sensible plan, given this doesn't actually seem to lead anywhere, and I'm not convinced I'm going to be able to get down afterwards. Well, there's some... There's something. I'm not entirely sure what that is, but it looks interesting. Certificate of baptism. Ah, you get a certificate for being baptized? Baptized on Christmas Day. Goodness, you'd imagine they're a bit busy. Wow, I genuinely never knew that. I'm not very familiar with such things. I genuinely had no idea. And if you do get certificates for being baptized, I wouldn't have thought you'd stick them on the wall. Certainly not one on top of the other. Might put it in a frame or something. One doesn't know. Right, can I get down from here? Yes, I can. That doesn't seem to have achieved very much, but never mind. Such is my life. Alright then, maybe that's just a little sort of Easter egg or additional detail. Big spiky thing. Tracks for a big spiky thing to chase me. What could possibly go wrong? Like I said, what could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go frickin' right, you mean? Note to self. When monitoring for traps, don't get so distracted by the massive trap behind you that you forget to look for the trap in front of you. Was that a tripwire? I have no idea. I didn't see it. Right then. Oh, gosh. This looks like fun on a Christmas bun. And going down here is definitely a good plan because I can see nowhere to escape from, apart from maybe up there. I wonder what those do. Let's jump down and find out. Well, nothing yet. Let's shoot them, that'll definitely make things better. Excellent, 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 excellent. I think I figured out what you are actually supposed to do. I think you're supposed to stand in the doorway before you jump down and shoot those two things so that that thing falls down and then you can walk over the top of it rather than being underneath it and getting skewered in the waffle maker. Excellent. At least this gives me an opportunity to observe what the hell it was that blew my bollocks off. You're putting me back here! Seriously, game, you know people are gonna die to that. Bloody hell, I guess this is what I get for forgetting to save frickin' Sarah. Right then. Bloody hell. Oh no, and that means I gotta go through like that bloody sacrifice chamber and get everything again. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right, never mind. Give me a minute. I shan't make you sit through yet more prattle from me. Yes, give me a moment, I shall get us back to where we was. Right then. Shall we have another little observe? Oh yes, and look, there was even a little candle here to help you see it. Excellent. Now I have not set my crotch on fire. Oh, there's the actual bomb bit. Goodness. Right then, should we test my theory? Should we waste 2 bullets in the process? If necessary. Huzzah! Now maybe this will lead back up, and then I can, what on earth are you? I don't know, but you're not dead, and for that I'm sad. Right, put that in your pipe and smoke it. I'm really not convinced that he's dead. No, just be on the safe side. Okay, fine, he's dead. Okay, that's alright. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That's not a very modern phrase, is it? It's not a very modern phrase, is it? Put that in your pipe and smoke it. I feel like we need slightly more modern varieties of that. Like 21st 21st century versions. Oh really? You think the massive spiky thing on the ceiling and the hanging bodice is a bloody trap, do you? Excellent work, detective. You must be promoted to chief detective post haste. Yes, because nobody really smokes a pipe anymore, do they? At least nobody that I'm exposed to within this nutty little life that I lead. So perhaps we need slightly more modern varieties. We should have to see if I can invent some whilst avoiding getting my face blown off with more frickin' dynamite, which irritatingly I can't take and then chuck at the local bad guys. Right then. Shall we, Oh, gosh. Oh, you're naked. Oh dear, you have a pair of buttocks. I'm upset by this fact. Idiot. Right then, put that in your society and protest it. Yeah, certainly more modern. You've got to confess that. I wonder whether I could make use of this trap myself in order to do pleasuring. Perhaps, yes. Interestingly, I don't really think these baddies are intelligent enough in order to actually activate the trap themselves. Detective, could you stop doing that? Right then. Let's see. Put that in your dataset and analyze it. Write that in your dissertation to get marked down for it. What does the modern people do? I don't know, I can't think of anything modern. You know what I should be doing? I should be running the hell away and making use of this trap so that I stop expending all of my ammunition. He says, having realised he's already expended all of his bloody ammunition. Are they coming through here? Are they capable of doing that? I don't think so. No. There is a bit of a problem, however. The activation bit to the trap is on the other side. The question is could I throw a dynamite? Like that. Yes, I could. That was quite effective. Right. Was that all of them? Not quite, no, I can still hear one of them grunting and groaning. Looks like he's banging on the door. Oh, hello, there you are. Right, let's see. Let's think of one last one for you, you double-faced freakazoid. Oh, he's already dead. I just wasted all of those bullets for nothing. Right then. Idiot. I don't like that they continue to wiggle and wobble and bibble and bobble after they're dead. I find that rather disturbing. Right, never mind. Let's move on. Let's move on from everything. Let's move on from the bad guys and also from the joke that didn't work out the way that I hoped it would. And the frame rate seems to be done. We're just on the right hand side of the screen where the door is. Nowhere else. Okay then. Yes, because of course it wasn't enough to have a gate. You also needed to have a load of bars in order to stop people from wiggling through. Remember what I said about a rancor pit? I don't have any shotgun shells left, do I? No. Should we switch to this? And I don't want the flashball. I want the this. I see nothing. Maybe I shouldn't be using an explosive bolt in quite such a confined location. Well, that's the end of him. That's not the end of him, though. Oh, goodness, that is the end of my hearing, however. Any more in here that I should be, oh, bollocks. I'm kind of glad this thing has quite a limited... Wait, hell? Did I just push him over with my face? I think I did. Which is quite impressive. Right. Is that all of them? Could my light actually light the bloody place up? Instead of just being like a memory of light. Oh dear. Oh, and again, I probably could have traveled. I spy something interesting up there. Is that the way I'm meant to be going? Oh, yes, it is. Once I've got this, I think. Hang on a sec. Let me grab this first. He chopped your frickin' fingers off, man. Be careful with yourself. Oh no, okay. That takes me back there. So I do want to set this off again. Because I want to, I want to see what's over there through that little doorway. Because there's certainly another trap up there, which seems like a brilliant way for me to get myself murdered. Oh good, a bolt that I didn't use. A grenade, that's very welcome. A key, that's also very welcome. Oh, it was one of these extra large statues. Goodness, she's got a little red dot on her head. That's on her headdress, rather. I cannot, however, shatter her and find 700 million keys inside, which is a bit of a shame, but never mind. Right there. Where did... Ah. I was going to say, where was this ladder earlier when I was coming through here? The answer is it wasn't here. Alright then. That's that figured out. Oh. I'm glad we've been able to do that without looking like a total numpty. So, let's go back and see Sarah again and see if we can actually afford to upgrade the pistol this time. Oh gosh, which one was it? Was it this one? I think it was this one. I hope it was this one. Yes, it was! Good. No, don't open that one. There we are. Okay, right, I think we've got enough for it now. Let's also open this one up here in the corner, I think. What have we in here? Freeze bulbs. Good. Something else I'm not really using. Excellent. Dear, maybe I should be making better use of them. The problem is the usage of those various different agony bolts requires the implementation of some tactics. And as you may have noticed, I have the intellectual capacity of a house brick, so I'm not brilliantly excellent at remembering the cost of these things, which means I have totally underestimated how long it was going to take me to gather enough goop, and thus I have humiliated myself thrice. Marvellous. I don't really have the brain power necessary for the remembering of tactics, or the remembering of saving. Right then, we've dealt with one of the pathways, which means we can now put one more of these little square faces upon our whatever the hell this is. Some sort of big door stop, one presumes. There we are.
Just one more.
Indeed, Indiana Jones would be proud. Alright then, let's see what we've got down here that wants to kill me. Some gas. Oh good, because I haven't been killed by enough solids and liquids today. How does this work? By me endlessly whacking a very noisy spacebar is the answer to that question. I do wish somebody would invent a more quiet spacebar, but no matter how many keyboards I go through, I never seem to find one. Well, this seems suspiciously well lit. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, bloody hell. Still no bullets in here, I suppose, which means we're probably going to have to make use of this. The thing is I don't know which head I'm supposed to shoot for the sake of the headshot. Oh, really? I hadn't frickin' noticed. Are you coming for me? You are, aren't you? There ain't no two ways about this. You're coming after me. I do wish I could make use of that bomb in order to kill them. but they don't really seem scampery enough in order to merit that. Goodness. Turns out my cowardice was actually useful for my survival today. Which is good. I thought that bolt there, that big nut, was the top of a bottle of juice. But I seem to stand corrected. Hello, friend. I can only assume this is where they keep the rejects from the beauty pageant. Right, can I open this door, please? Thank you. Because I need some matches, so I have expended far too many. What on earth is that? Oh, I didn't see it. Sorry, I mistook that for something which it weren't. Alright then, can I break my way through here, please? That was a very dancey kick, my friend. Very dancey kick. We have another torture room here, and a load more baptism certificates, because if there's anything you want to be reminded of while you're torturing people in a prison because they weren't cute enough for your beauty pageant, it's the names of people you baptized last Christmas. That much is without doubt. Alright then, some more bullets here, those are very welcome. I can hear a bit more groaning and grunting, which means I should probably leave this bottle behind and prepare for a little bit more shooting. No, I don't see anyone, which means I have no reason not to go over and deal with that trap. There's an axe here. I was going to complain about it's an axe I can't have, but no, it's not. And here's a mask, a surprisingly large mask that reminds me of Don't Be Afraid. Anything else? A little pathway down here. So that leads up to a door, which is possibly locked. And this leads to a pathway and another door, which is almost definitely locked. Oh, marvellous. Let's do some smashing! That's not the smashing I wanted you to do, and that could hardly be described as smashing. Right. Good evening, gentlemen. Do I have some sort of thing here which I should be paying attention to? Yes, I do. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's get the hell out of here. And then evaluating tactics for this. Do I have... what do I have? Shock bolts? No. Freeze bolts? No. Flash bolts? No. Harpoon bolts? Not really. Alright, let's make a couple of these. Because goodness knows we've got enough bloody components for them. There we are. Wander your naked butt in here, and I shall murder you. Where did all your friends go? Back to the store to get a bit more body armor, it would seem. It's so difficult to actually tell when those ones are dead, which is really annoying. Because on the one hand, you don't want to waste time not shooting them when you've got the chance, and on the other hand, you also don't vomit on me, I beg you. If there's anything in this world I don't need, it's monster vomit on my face. Oh, hello. What's with the legless one? I feel like I should feel sorry for you, but I don't, because you're okay. Literally shot off one of your faces and you're still alive. Bloody hell. Oh dear. This game really does manage to impress me sometimes with its level of ill. And its level of ow. Well, I've nobody to blame but myself. Alright then, what have we got up here? We have an entrance to Arkham Asylum, it would seem. And an electric chair which undoubtedly has a bomb on the other side of it, which is lovely. Ah, and another example of how I could have saved enormous volumes of ammunition if I'd only implemented a bloody tactic. Good. Spiffing. Marvellous. Excellent. My wiring's come undone again. This is less spiffing and marvellous and excellent, and all of those other lovely adjectives that we love to throw around on this channel, as if they were confetti at a wedding. Right then, let us see what delicious treasures we can have. Good. Excellent. irritating. Can I reload this? Yes, I can. I need to get better at doing that. There we are. Let's get a bit faster on that as well. Okay, good. At least that's replenished most of what I had to use earlier. So that's good. Alright then. Let's go and see the chair of bomb explosions. And let's crouch just in case it wants to blow our head off. Yes, it does. Do I want the pieces? Can I be bothered to get the pieces? To be honest, the answer to that question is a resounding no. Man alive. I've seen this in other games, in like little indie games that I've played over the past year or two. This sort of either an electric chair or just a torture chair that seems to have spikes on the bum. Is that a real thing that actually existed somewhere in history? Is that like a Spanish Inquisition thing or similar? Because that is... Right. You just stay inanimate and we'll all stay friends. Yeah. I pity the poor souls that were involved in that. You sure I can't kick this down the kick this down into the sewer, perhaps, or someplace that I'm definitely not going? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I have a bad feeling I remember what that's all about. Not a gammy light connection. Well, that's right, I don't think I was going back that way. Alright, and now there's a poisonous gas meter that you can't see. Which you can't see most of. Okay, so presumably I need to shut these down before I get horribly deadified. And there's more. Of course there's more. I don't have the frickin' shotgun. Of course I don't have the frickin' I mean, I do have the shotgun, I just don't have the bloody... Okay, well it's nice to know that you can use those as traps and pick them up again later if you need them. That's lovely. Right then, the fact that he's still alive is a little bit less on the old lovely spectrum, but you know, I'll get by. Oh good, bullets. For the wrong gun. I mean, I do appreciate them, don't get me wrong, but you know, I'd appreciate a few shells as well. Oh dear. Right then, let's just relax for a moment, because goodness knows we need it. Okay, that trap actually ended up working better than I expected it to, I must say, given that I just kind of fired it off in a random direction in the vague hope of not getting myself pulverized. Alright then, we've managed to dodge the gut-wrenching gas. What is this here to distract me from exactly? I feel like there's no other reason for this to be here other than to make me not look at something vitally important, such as that brain splattering device over there. Or you, for example. You could do one of those things as well. But could you stand still, man? Oh, for goodness sake, I didn't mean to shoot him in the foot. That's not massively successful. Can I go back up here? Because they don't strike me as the ladder climbing type. Perhaps this would give me an advantage. For now, I have got high ground. I also have a couple of grenades now. That all should be making good use of. Those things do not mess about. Neither do these things when they don't frickin' die. Okay, he's dead, but he isn't. I apologise if you can't even see him. Let's have another grenade. Because goodness knows you can't have too many explosions. Lovely! Rather wish I could jump down here, but never mind. Yes, they've all been sliced into a million little pieces, which is very nice. That makes me extremely happy and pleased about life. Alright, does this need to be reloaded? Yes, it does. Still no shotgun shells, but that was the wrong button. And I'm pressing 4, but nothing's going there because for some reason the sniper rifle isn't there. Alright then, at least everything's reloaded. Let's go back to the trusty pistol. And let's avoid that, because goodness knows I've got enough parts, and I've also got enough injuries. So we should leave that to one side for the time being. Oh good, more traps. Excellent! I was just thinking to myself about how much I wish there were more things that I could die to. Is there any reason for coming over here? Or is it just for the joy? The joy of this beautiful image, which while well lit is also a little bit spooky. No, it would seem that there is literally nothing here, apart from a lot of human remains, of which I do not particularly wish to be added to. Dear. I'm guessing these are the catacombs and the mummies that they were referring to in that newspaper article. If I had to guess. Right then, let's see who jumps out at me for using this. Oh. We're allowed to go forward, but we must prevent ourselves from going back. Is that going to trap me in here with a bad guy? Okay, another tripwire. Can I use this little valve here? No, it would seem not. Can I disarm this? Yes, I can remove this piece of string which has been erected between these two miniature fire hydrants, presumably for toy dogs to urinate on because they get too intimidated by the full-size ones. Kindly stop moving around and die. Thank you. I appreciate that. You didn't drop anything, which I'm a bit less appreciative of, but you know. I suppose I suppose one can't have everything. Should we just use some like some this on it, I suppose? Because I feel like we're running out of bullets on pretty much everything else. Man alive. I just can't get over the leg bone that's sticking out. Alright. No, I just can't get over the overarching presence of buttock, if that's not a strange phrase for me to say. Which of course it is, because when was the last time I opened my fatuous features and something strange didn't come out? I keep thinking things are going to pop out of these little pipes on the side here, but they never seem to. I'm going to remain suspicious of every single time I do this. Alright then, let's see what we have got next. Some juice. How the hell do I access that? By being on the other side is the answer to that question. There's an awful lot of juice there. No, there was no way I could have accessed it the way I came. No, because I was on the other side of that earlier, wasn't I? I wasn't on the far side of that. Yeah, I was just over there, where we were examining the trap. How does one get through there? Presumably by going this way, even though this does seem to be taking me in the wrong direction. Unless I need to sort of come up and then sort of drop back down again, somewhere over on the right hand side. I don't know. It's a little bit of a mystery, but the detective here and I shall solve it. Yes, that does take me in the correct direction. Let's have a harpoon bolt, because for some reason the obvious way of murdering people underneath the church is with a whaling harpoon. And see what else we can find. Well, we can find the thing we need to continue the story, but we can't find the thing to get all of that treasure. Which is a shame, because I rather want it. This is annoying for multiple reasons. Mainly the fact that there's a save thing there, which means we could end the episode, but also we haven't been going quite long enough. But I fear if we go another 10 minutes or so, it'll take us far too long to reach another save point. Give me a moment. I'm just going to wander around down here and see if I've missed any pathways, because there must be something. There must be something, and it must be somewhere that allows me to access that. Unless that's like once you've gone through like the next doorway using this third key piece. Oh, I can't go back this way. Oh, well, that sort of ends that little adventure, doesn't it? I see. Right then, I guess there's nothing else to do. Unless we can try and find some sort of shrinking ray so that we can squeeze through the bars, I see that we have no opportunities to do anything other than soldier on. Right then. Can I see how much juice I've got in my inventory somehow? Yes, down here. I still don't have quite enough. Excellent. Let's put this in its spot then, and see what we find, or possibly who we find, on the other side. Oh dear. Well, it's given me a checkpoint, which is kind of it. And, yeah, I was just wondering whether I was capable of setting that off myself and screwing everything up. Right then. We haven't enough money for an upgrade. Give us an excuse to go and visit Sarah. So we're just going to have to go through here. Oh, good. When this door was opening, I was just thinking to myself, goodness, I do hope there's something nice and happy and pleasant and fluffy on the other side of this. And this is exactly what I had in mind. A long corridor full of creepy statues, landmines, barbed wire, fire hazards, and ceiling spikes. Good, good, good. I haven't even done it yet. Don't step in that. You silly Billy. Right there. Let's just get the hell out of here, shall we? Let's go back to Sarah. Oh dear, this thing has fallen down again. I mean, you could literally wriggle through the gap over there. But never mind. Alright then. Mr. banging himself on the head because he's made some sort of silly mistake. I can relate to that at least. Oh, these aren't creepy statues. These are Iron Maidens. Oh, good. Just to make this that much more happy and fun. Yes, indeed. Man alive, the bloody Iron Maiden. Such a classic. Oh, you are kidding me. You are genuinely kidding me. You want me to do an into the screen chase sequence? An into the screen diagonal chase sequence with freaky camera angles. Wonderful, excellent and marvellous. Kitty, must there be so many of these bloody things?
Leslie, you're safe. Where's
Kid.
Kidman? Is she here too?
Kid.
Is she all right?
Is she all right? All right?
I don't know, but I don't think the rest
Stand
of us
back.
are.
I'll get it open.
With my big, strong feet. Watch as I smash. I didn't actually use my feet, I used my mittens, but it's alright. Shotgun shell. Let's get my pluralizations correct here. I feel much the same way. I will. Hold on to your Rosses, man. Kitty hot. If this is representative of the number of lives that guy has, I'm going to be very, very annoyed. At least tell me I don't have to protect him while we're at it. Alright. Let me guess. He can get through. And I can't, because I'm going to have a little migraine in the process.
No! Wait!
What for? Oh, presumably to pick up that energy. What's the point of a tripwire that stops people from following you? Shouldn't the tripwire, like, set off a bomb to kill him? Like, you know, the tripwire I fell over did? Hello. Hello, hello, hello. How are you today? Oh, my kitty bloody aunt. I think now might be the time to implement some of these builds. Yes, just as soon as I figure out what the hell it is I'm meant to be doing. Kitty Auntie's a little bit more expedient than I anticipated. Right, let's get a thumbnail. Yep, that'll do nicely. Now, let's figure out what in the name of all hell it is we are meant to be bloody doing. This kitty aunt, I have no freaking clue. This was the wrong frickin' way to go, but never mind. This reminds me of fighting that's not the time to be doing the reload, Phil. This reminds me of that battle with that big, spooky, pooky, creature in Resident Evil 4, whose name I forget. The right hand of Salazar, you know the one I mean. Wow, bloody hell, he's a bit more expedient than I thought he was. Most butchers I've met are rather, sedentary types. Am I just meant to be shooting you? Oh, I am. Well, that's nice to know. I don't feel like I merited a whole 1,000 points. Detective, we really don't have time to give you a healing item, Detective, but if you so insist. Alright, presumably I need to shut down the 2 more valves. Presumably 1 in each room here. Yeah, you want me to use, like, shock bolts and things, don't you? Okay, you want me to have this, don't you? I want you to have that, but you don't seem to know that you need it yet. Apart from the fact that you obviously do. Here we are. Let's turn this one off. That should slow it down at least. And here comes Mr. Batty. Just to bother my day again. Move, move, move. Detective, move! Move your bottom. Thank you very much. Kitty aunt. Okay, right. I need to try and keep track of where he is, because he's a lot faster than he has any bloody right to be. Okay, this was not a good place to go. This was, in fact, a bad place to go on all of the, What the hell is he leaving behind? He's left things on the floor. Like mines. Who gave him a mining license exactly? Where precisely did he get those? Okay, good. So I can sort of just sneak my way past these if I'm careful. He says, being about as careful as an atom bomb. Right. Still can't have that, because of course not. That would require the use of my frickin' brain. Through here? Yes, perhaps. I get the distinct impression he's just going to respawn in here, you know, or bash the door down, but what do I know? Right, come on, there's got to be another valve in here that I can use to shut down more of the poisonous gas. Presumably, possibly. Shotgun shells, huzzah! Let's actually reload the things so we've got them before we need them. Okay, right. This should at least solve the gas problem, if nothing else. Hi. You, Oh, gosh, I'd forgotten you could do that.
Does this thing stay dead?
No, not really. That doesn't seem to be the tune it's singing. Alright, where's the frickin' exit? It's not here, is the long and the short of it. Get out! The exit to this life is there, however, if you don't mind me saying so. Could you open this frickin' thing here? No. Seemingly you couldn't. Goodness, he don't stagger, do he? Where's the exit? Presumably I have to kill him. Where is he? Oh, there he is. And then I hit the metal bit and sucked. Excellent. Excellent job. Maybe hit him in his bloody apron next time. Okay, now this is open, which is lovely. And I have to find the next valve. It's so dark I can't even see. Oh. That's very sporting of you, I must say. Right, now I know. Now the detective knows as well as I did, because it was obvious from the game design that this is a thing that needs collecting. Yes. Indeed. Let's just enjoy the split second of comfort that we have amongst chaos. Yeah, I need to find another avenue to access that place because, yeah, through here. Because otherwise we're going to get a bit screwed. Where was that? That was here. Which there's no way I'm going to have time to do this. Get your butchering butt out of here. Oh, bollocks. This was the wrong place to be standing. I need my this. My idiot. Goodness, that's how I survived that. Let's go over here and get this sorted out before we frickin' die. I don't know where he is, and frankly I don't care to find out. No, 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 no! Bollocks. Now, naturally, we have to go through that whole frickin' sun and dance again, don't we? Oh really? Stay far away from enemies. Yeah, well, that's all well and good. That's all well and good when the valves haven't been frickin' lubed. Right then. At least I have a better understanding of what it is I'm doing this time around. Okay. Give me a moment. I shall get us back to where we're supposed to be. Oh, you know what I should do? I should save the frickin' freeze bolts. I should save the freeze bolts for when I want to hit the valves, then I can freeze him, and then that'll give me enough time in order to really understand just precisely how frickin' stupid I am. Thank you. Yeah, I should wait until I want to turn a valve and then hit him with a freeze bolt and then turn it. That would be a good tactic to implement. Right then. Give me a moment. I shall attempt to suck slightly less. Right then. Okay. There's a chance. A small one, that if I can possibly remember where the bloody valve is, we might be able to get this done. The question is whether or not he's going to stay frozen long enough. I'm now staring at that little gassy bit just to the left of the camera in order to see if he's arriving. He doesn't get on, he came from a different one that I did not anticipate. Right then, let's just go this way. Get out. Yeah, this seems spiffingly safe, doesn't it? Yep, good. Shut the door behind me, and then I'll save. Just block off again. Maybe if he stays there and bashes on the door for a while, I might be able to drop that thing on top of his head and kill him. And when I say kill him, I mean kill him slightly more permanently. Well, it checkpointed, which is at least something encouraging to be grateful for. Yeah, quickly, let's what the hell? I told you to take a sprint at this bloody thing.
Take this!
Ugh.
Finally.
You are telling me I second your opinion, detective. Can we have a save place, please? Oh, this is cute. Oh, this is damn cute. This is. Ah, bloody hell. I managed to do that without taking any damage, which I'm genuinely impressed by. Man alive. That was quite good actually. That was very nicely designed. The boss fight. Oh, and this is the place where Leslie came from. Which means we can gather up the juice. The juice-alicious niceness. Excellent. Well, longer episode than usual. Possibly going to get significantly longer if I can't find a place to save. But never mind. Somehow I doubt I need to go down there into the River of Bilge. Probably I need to go somewhere else. Let's grab this way and see if we can find somewhere to save. The thing is I don't know whether a checkpoint and a save are strictly the same thing. I don't know if I quit now whether I will come back to the end of this fight or whether that only counts in terms of like respawning. Whether there's a distinction to be made there in terms of where you come back to, or specifically where you come back from. I've no idea. But let's just enjoy the fact that no one's trying to rip our head off at the moment. Via ripping their own head off in some scenarios. Oh dear, this reminds me of the bottom of Dunwich Balls, oddly. All these sort of caves and sacrificial candles and all that sort of jazz. End of the chapter? Huzzah! I don't have time for this. What did I get that for? I have no idea what I got that for. It said better only fight when I have to, which is interesting. Maybe I got that because I only killed him when it was necessary for like the continuation of the sequence. Perhaps that's what I did it for. Maybe, because you can presumably kill him as many times as you want, because there's loads of places for him to respawn, in terms of there's loads of these for him to respawn. So maybe that's what it was getting at. I was just doing that for the sake of ammunition conservation, rather than, you know, for any sense of bloody pacifism. But never mind. Well then, that was an adventure and a half. We met the Keeper, who keeps on being a pain in my neck, and a pain in his own neck when he breaks his own neck so that he can get back to breaking my neck. Excellent. Well, that was an intense episode. A lot of fighting going on there, but that's nice. Nice to have a lovely gory bit. I always enjoy that. I hope you've been enjoying this series as well, so thank you very much for joining me this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Look after each other, and good night.